Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. And if you haven't watched my previous video, how I activated Venus energy in my chart, please go and watch that video because you will get more details about Venus and then you come and watch this video. So let's pick up for the topic of today. So Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. So Chitra Nakshatra has been known as the perfectness of in the whole nakshatras. So Venus here obviously makes this placement, the person who have this Venus, definitely they will be the perfectness of their life. So Venus in Chitra Nakshatra makes the person to be very perfect in their creativity, in their anything that they do, including in the relationship. They may have this issue within themselves that they always want to have the best thing. They always want to have the best of all. So the best thing about having this Venus in Chitra is creativity at the highest level, and also will have highest interest in photography and videography, and can also make earning through it. That can be a passive income or main income. This person's income, at least at one point, they will have it through their creativity. So Venus in Chitra makes a person very creativity, but if you see for the relationship side, this may a bit of issue can be rising. The problem with this person is, as I said earlier, they can be perfectionist, but this makes the person to be very criticizing about themselves as well with the person they are with, literally with everyone in their life. They can be criticizing. They can see people's strength as well weakness of someone. So that is the issue. These people will have very picky in relationships, and if it's in a bad placement, then this is going to be very much trouble for these people to find anyone in their life, because their standard is just so high, and they can be unrealistic expectation from the relationship from others. The next thing is this can also makes the person to be very clean freak. They want everything to be clean. They always want to have that. And okay, for this placement, Venus in Chitra, for the people who have it, not your partner, you, for the person who have Venus in Chitra Nakshatra, you must learn to accept others for who they are rather than trying to change them as how you want. You need to accept anyone in your life, not only in relationship, but you need to accept anyone in your life as for who they are, as how as they are. Don't try to change them. The problem with Venus in Chitra Nakshatra is this people need to understand that you are not a therapist. You are not a therapist. You are not a psychologist. You are not someone who's a healer all the time in your life in relationship. Sometimes you just accept for the person for who they are, as how as they are, because they have their own issues, they have their own traumas. You can't heal everyone. This is where Venus and Chitra Nakshatra can get exhausted, because they give their energy to other people because they think they are helping them, but you are not actually helping them. You are actually exhausting your own self. You are just tiring your own self by trying to heal other person or trying to change other person. You can't change anyone. So Venus in Chitra, this is the lesson for this placement. This is your lesson to learn that accept people just as that. Don't even think of to change or to heal or anything of this. No. You are not a therapist, you are not a psychologist. You always need to remember that. So the opposite nakshatra of Chitra is Revati and Ashwini nakshatra. So if you see Ashwini, it's very much both of these nakshatras are actually very much wisdom and very much related to the traditional ancient type of knowledge. So your partner will actually have this type of interest in learning mythological story or learning astrology, learning herbology, learning Ayurveda, all this stuff. So another thing with Venus in Chitra, this placement, particularly for Venus in Chitra, I have seen the best combination would be Vishaka, Hasta, Mula, and Chitra Nakshatra. The best compatible for on just for the Venus. I'm just saying for the Venus in Chitra Nakshatra, not any other planet or any other placement. Just for Venus in Chitra Nakshatra, you can find a friendship or you can find your love with the other people who have Vishaka as their moon or Venus or as their main nakshatra in their chart. Vishaka, Hasta, Mula, and Chitra Nakshatra. And the next thing about Venus in Chitra is never bring leadership in personal relationship, as that will make the relationship hard to work out. So there is an issue with the Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. Never bring leadership, never bring any controlling behavior, or especially for the men who have Venus in Chitra Nakshatra, you need to. This is a placement for a man to have. If you are having this placement, you're someone who wants to have freedom, but you need to accept the same freedom your partner have. You can't expect to be freedom but you controlling your partner. It never happens. Same goes with the woman who have Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. Don't try to bring that domination. Learn to accept that person's freedom. Give and take. There should be give and take. Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. If there is no give and take in relationship, it can be very hard to work out because both person trying to control each other and it's like clashing. So this is where you need to learn to let it go, and also just the freedom is very important. That's the main point for Venus in Chitra, and also for Venus in Swati Nakshatra, which is the upcoming Libra. If you know, if it's in Libra, you just know it is about freedom and also the balanced equality always should be that. So to understand this placement, read about Vishwakarma mythology, as that gives more in depth of this placement. So if you don't know who is Vishwakarma is a very famous architect on those ancient times. So you can go and read about his mythological story, and you can see some of the things, some of the related to his mythological story. You can see it happens in your life. And also for Venus in Chitra, your partner will have a very knack of creating or building things from scratch. They can do architecture. It can bring that person to have interest in that, including yourself. If you have this placement as your Agna Karka, or if you have this Nakshatra as your Agna Karka, your highest degree planet, and you also have to see the conjunction and everything. So far for Venus in Chitra Nakshatra, one thing you need to remember is always give and take. Never try to control anyone or criticize yourself. Stop that. There is nothing is perfect in this world. That is the main point of Venus in Chitra Nakshatra. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this one helps. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.